beautiful souls. Thank you for stopping by Sunshine for the Soul. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Cyndi, and I am super excited for you guys to be here today because this is my first free weekly reading for a subscriber. I asked in my videos if you wanted to participate and be eligible for a free reading. All you had to do was be a subscriber and put a peace sign in the comment section of any of my readings. I was very excited to meet Miss Rider-Waite, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name incorrectly, but her and I have been communicating back and forth, and she was the subscriber who was commenting in the videos with a peace sign, and I am so happy, Lori, to do this for you today. So what's very interesting is that I kept a very open mind about what I was going to do, and as the day went on and I was getting closer to the 7-day mark of picking a subscriber, I sat on the porch after seeing Lori's second peace signs in another reading and just felt connected with her. So as I was sitting there thinking about the reading I was going to do for her, I live in the Blue Ridge Mountains and it was pouring rain and it was just windy, and it was warm though. And when I sat down, my thoughts immediately kind of went to you, Lori, and I had this cold chill kind of run across my body. I haven't felt that a lot. It felt very, the only way I can describe it is just like it was a spirit of wisdom or something that was older. So then I was looking at my tarot cards and trying to decide exactly what I wanted to use for your reading, and I was kind of drawn to my Untethered Soul deck, and then I looked for a tarot spread and I came across this Ancestral Connection tarot spread. So this is the first time that I'm going to be using this, and it is 4 cards, the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 positions. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to pull from the Rider-Waite Universe deck and see what messages we have for Miss Lori here. And I will clarify with the Light Seers deck. So grab some popcorn, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and sit back. And Lori, let's get into this. It is such a privilege for me to do this for you today. All right, loves. So the Untethered Soul Oracle cards are very unique cards by Michael A. Singer based on his book, The Untethered Soul. Now, if you haven't read that, I would say that is a top of the list priority read. It's a beautiful, life-altering book. It's on YouTube for free. It's absolutely life-changing, and actually was the first thing that I read when my spiritual awakening or my new spiritual journey kind of started in January of 2020. And the card I pulled says, and it's coming up on your screen now, you should be experiencing the life that's happening to you, not the one you wish was happening. Don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. So when I read that, I kind of, thought about it for a minute, and I looked at that as, appreciate the moments you are given. Don't look towards what you don't have or what you're lacking. And it really reminded me of, something a grandmother or a grandfather would tell you as you were sitting on the porch. That message to me felt very ancestral in itself, but it's talking about, wishing your life was something different. That mentality, if only I had this, or only I was here, or only if I could accomplish that. That's like looking in that wish state. And if we really look at that energetically, in a wish state of feeling like you're lacking something, that the moments that are happening now aren't as precious because you're so focused on either what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, and it makes us feel like we're lacking something. And I have, a little sign up on my wall that says, lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. So just because we can't see something in our lives Just because we can't notice the wonderful, beautiful things that are all around us, it doesn't mean that they're not there. It just requires us to have a change of perception and shift our vision of how we look at something and come at it from a state of gratitude and love and happiness rather than want or need or desire of what you don't have. All right, so the first card I pulled from the Rider-Waite Universe deck is the Devil card in the reverse. And this is the number one position, saying this is a message from your ancestor. Now, I know a lot of people go, the Devil card. The Devil is an energy. There's dark, there's light. The Devil really is about, transformation, being able to see the things that we need to transform. It's Capricorn energy. And as I pulled this card, I was listening to YouTube, and a song is playing by Jackson Dean, and it says, "Wish I could fly above everything. Wish I had wings, dancing with the angels." And that kind of tuned in on my radar as I pulled this card. So this state of lack, what you don't have, rather than focusing on everything beautiful that you do have. And this Devil in the reverse energy is saying to let go of the things that keep us in bondage. It's saying release those limiting beliefs. Sitting in a state of lack, focusing on what you don't have, is a limiting belief. That energy is a low energy base, and it keeps you stagnant and stuck. There's not a lot of forward movement when we're only focusing on what we don't have or what we wished we could have. All right, so the number 2 position here is, so I clarified this Devil energy in the reverse with the number 21 card, the World. This is another major arcana, and this is the ruling planet in Saturn. And as you know, Saturn is in retrograde right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Saturn is in retrograde in Pisces. This is entering Pisces for the first time since 1994 to 96. And Saturn is all about how we construct ourselves, kind of what we are responsible for. It's where we need to show up in our life to managing our responsibilities. It can be in a practical way. It's working towards result, developing our skills, or maybe sometimes getting more expertise or gaining more knowledge. All right, so we have got here this World card, and this is the universe saying, pay attention, because we've got a major arcana being clarified by a major arcana. And this card is the most positive and abundantly rich cards in the tarot, and it symbolizes a fresh start or a new beginning. So I was thinking here, we're looking at releasing limited beliefs, people's ideas, situations in our life, and that's kind of the only way that we can clear the energy so something new can flow into its space, so we can have this fresh start in life, so we can have this beautiful new beginning, so we can experience, like the Oracle card said, the life that's happening to you, not the one you wish was happening. This is about living in the moment and appreciating everything around us. This is about waking up every morning and intentionally looking at all the things that you can be grateful for, rather than the things that are of the past or things that aren't bringing us any peace or any pleasure. So the first card, the universe, says don't focus on what you lack or don't have. Release that belief that you're actually lacking anything. All the answers and all the unconditional love can be found within you, not within external sources. The next card that clarified this was the Sun, and that's another major arcana. In wholeness, I shine like the sun, and I am happy. You're not lacking because you're part of an energetic connection of souls. Your souls living on earth, and those who have moved on to higher realms, they're still with us. They're just not something we can see in the physical. You're still connected. We are all one. The energetic cord has not been severed. We are not lacking someone's energy if they have moved on. We are just blocking the feeling of that energy by focusing on the lack because we can't see them in the physical with our eyes. And I really got chills thinking about this. Again, my sign on my wall, on my vision board, says lack of evidence is not evidence of lack. And the third clarifying card was the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And again, this is Capricorn energy. So, Lori, we've had Capricorn energy twice. This is saying that you're ready to let go, that you're ready to move from toxic people or situations. You're ready to let go of your past. You no longer sit in the wishing of what you should have, woulda, could have, because we know now that that's a limiting belief that's low energy and keeps us in a state of lack. Instead, we choose to sit in a state of gratitude and abundance. And this is like a grandfather or a grandmother would sit in a porch and tell you, to live in a state of gratitude. Look at all your abundance. Don't look at what you don't have. Don't look at what you've lost. Only look at what you have. And that starts inside of you. And so the next card position is number 2. And that's a person, a memory, or a past event to guide you. And I pulled another major arcana, Lori. This is the Temperance card, number 14. This is Sagittarius energy. And this says to be patient and understanding with yourself as things come into balance. Trust the universe. Trust the process. Someone may have always said to you, have faith, my child. Or this is the universe in your ear that's always been whispering, have faith. I know sometimes we hear that and we kind of brush it off. Yeah. But, this is the universe really saying that, taking this step forward and creating a different life for yourself. That takes an action. It takes a purposeful change in thought process of focusing on abundance and gratitude rather than lack. And number 3 is an action you can take to commemorate, which is, show respect for your ancestors. And I pulled the Ace of Wands. Aces in the physical is all about taking action. Again, aces are very powerful. We know wands are about passions and desires. And this is a card of creativity. Taking action in the physical to follow your passions and desires. And this may come or arrive as an aha moment, and the universe says, listen to those downloads, those aha moments of information that resonate with you, that help to push you spiritually forward. So an action you can take to commemorate or show respect for your ancestors is saying, listen when the universe speaks. That's how we can honor our ancestors, by being an open vessel and listening to the messages as they come. And they come in strange ways. Sometimes they come in songs. Sometimes they come in bumper stickers. Sometimes they come in a conversation with somebody. Sometimes they come in number synchronicities. It is so amazing when you're opened up to receiving messages from the universe, not just in meditation when you're specifically having dialogue, but eventually, I don't even need to meditate too much anymore because I feel like I'm constantly in a state of connectedness with the universe, and these synchronicities and these messages just flow pretty much all day long. So, Lori, the universe is saying when you receive messages to listen carefully to them, to kind of pay attention to them. And the number 4 card position, I've got the Queen of Wands. And this is asking ancestors an action that you can take to follow their guidance in this matter. All right, so the Queen of Wands in the upright. I've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse, but let's look at it from the other point of view for a minute. Queen in the upright knows her self-worth. She boldly expresses herself. She steps out into the light, trusting the universe. She trusts the messages from her ancestors, and she bravely follows her desires. This Queen of Wands bravely pursues her dreams. Now, unlike the Queen of Wands in the reverse, she doesn't sit back wishing things were different. She doesn't focus on what her life lacks like the Queen of Wands in the reverse does. This queen doesn't self-sabotage her future by remaining in the past. She doesn't self-sabotage her future by remaining in the past. She focuses on the now. She focuses on this very moment and shows love and appreciation for every part of her life, even the pain and the suffering, even the lessons. And why do we do this? Because as a spiritual, energetic being, having a human experience, we chose to come to this earth school as a soul. We chose to learn the lessons so we could help raise our vibration and we can enter into higher realms of consciousness. And the Bible calls this bringing heaven on earth. It described a place of peace and serenity where there would be no more pain and no more suffering. And I really firmly believe that we're in the process of entering that. So number 4, the action you could take to follow their guidance in this matter is to go live your life. Love every moment of it passionately. Go out and follow your dreams, follow your desires. Don't focus on those low energy things of the past, the pain, the suffering. Don't be in the victim mode. Understand that whatever you have gone through, whether it's losing people who pass or whether it's loss of a relationship, maybe it's heartbreak, all of those things were lessons for you to learn. And now it's kind of time for us to pick ourselves up, lick our wounds, put a band-aid on our skinned knee, and now we have to get back up and we have to move forward. I firmly believe that our ancestors are in support. They're part of our spiritual guide team. We can speak with them at any time we would like, but it starts with looking at things from a different perspective, not from a state of lack, but from a state of gratitude. And Lori, if you enjoyed this reading and it resonated with you, I was so happy to do it for you. Thank you so much for participating in our community. And once again, anybody that wants a free reading, all you have to do is be a subscriber and put a peace sign in the comment section. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I hope it made sense, Lori. And I really spent a lot of the day thinking about you today, and I just wanted to send you all the light and love I can, and everybody else out there, sending you guys peace and love, and we'll see you at the next free weekly subscriber reading. This is the first one under our belts. Woohoo! See you guys later. Peace.